Hey guys, welcome to the Entrepreneur Experience. Before we dive into the special edition with our dad for Father's Day, we just want to say thanks for following us. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know. Let us know what you think about the podcast or YouTube video. If you have any ideas for future episodes, let us know. And I'll let Gabriel close it out. But Gabriel, I love doing it with you.
Yeah, no, it's a good time, and we're happy to have Dad on with us today. I think you guys are going to enjoy the interview. It's our longest one yet. It's kind of hard to sum up a Father's Day podcast into, just an hour.
Yeah, we need like 10 of these.
Yeah.
Just to scratch the surface, but we hope you enjoy it. And episode starting now.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like...
Hi, I'm Gabriel.
I'm Michael.
Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Experience. So today is Father's Day, and we had people that wanted to interview today, but we decided to take the day to interview somebody a little bit more special. So we're introducing our dad, Randy, birth name Randall.
There you go, Dad. If you want to keep that about a foot from your mouth, don't be like me and keep it right up your mouth.
Then this clip on.
You can clip it on if you want.
Yeah, you can clip it on. No, down here, Dad.
No, don't do that. Anyhow, hello everybody.
So this is Dad. The idea to interview him kind of just came to us. And so, yeah, I already.
Dad, tell everyone a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
It says
I'm 58.
58.
I will be 59 next month.
58 going on 59.
Let's hope. Anyhow,
That's how the order goes.
Born and raised in Mendon. Lived in Grand Rapids for right around 13 years. I went to Grand Valley State. Graduated in 89. Graduated high school in 85. So it all went by really, really fast. And these guys can attest to that. And they're at fault for most of it, but I love them anyway. So,
All right, well, Michael's got all the questions.
I got all the questions. We're going to just shoot off questions and then kind of go from there. But
right.
No, I would like to talk about something first before we get started.
Go ahead.
Michael's not going to start. Okay, I'm used to
It's about unpreparedness.
If you guys
We knew we were doing this interview here today. Michael didn't print off any questions. So, we kind of had to last minute wing it with the questions, and it's all just on his phone. So, kind of leaving me out of it.
Yeah, just real quick, though, before we get started again. We're having this at Dad's house, and Gabriel is over here a lot more than I am. I thought maybe this would be a time for him to set everything up, prepare properly. And I just kind of let him have it just to see how well he would do. But so far, Dad picked the location.
which my wife did. She's wonderful at it.
Yep.
And she landscapes very, very well.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. But yeah, I have the questions on my phone because there's no preparing for this at all.
He knows I don't have a printer. So,
you don't need a printer to read off your phone, but I hear you.
Or read off my phone.
Yeah.
That right there.
Oh, that's true.
Really. Using your noodle there, huh?
Okay.
No one ever accused you of being a smart brother.
Normally, I'm not.
Out of all the brothers, I'm not the smartest.
I'm not stuck in the middle of these pissing matches these guys have, but today I am. So no.
You generally are.
No, I normally start it and walk away. But okay. Anyways.
Okay, Michael.
Was
So
that an
what's
extra question?
First question for Dad. I guess it's a little different than answers from most people because it's a little different story with us. But what was your first impression with your first kid when you found out you're going to be a dad?
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Because I became a father before I ever had my first kid. So, yeah, that's a tough question. I will say that I met my first kid before I met his mom. And I fell in love with him that day. So,
Me.
yes, that would be
Yep.
Michael.
Yep.
He's never not been my child.
Yeah,
So,
I was probably, a year and a half,
13 months.
13 months. So
Yes.
13 months old.
13 or 19. Gosh, I'm trying to remember.
When I met Dad, I was 13 months,
Yeah.
around there, just over a year. And I don't obviously remember, but I've heard this story
I'm
many
having a hard
times.
time bringing it around.
What about like when you found out Daniel, mom was pregnant with Daniel?
We tried for a while, and yeah, he was stubborn. He didn't want to come out. He's still stubborn.
Yeah.
I love him just the same.
I think it runs in the bloodline.
I just remember I got a little bit impatient, and your mom went in to get induced on a weekend, and the doctor said he's not ready to go yet. And she has already been past 9 months. And so that weekend, they sent us back, and 2 days later, he decided it was time to come at my inconvenience, which, wasn't a big deal at that time, and it's not a big deal now.
Right.
He's here. He's if you guys see the size differential in between these guys, I don't like to say biological. So Danny is named after my father,
Yeah.
Daniel Richard Cleveland II. He's a bit shorter than these two, but he can bench press both of them at the same time. So he's a strong kid, and strong-minded. And I haven't heard from him on Father's Day, but that's, these two aren't my only ones. He's not my only one. I have another one too. So
we're just half the crew.
Right.
Yeah.
Half the crew.
Less than half the crew, really.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the next question?
Oh, next one is I was gonna go down the line because then Gabriel was next.
Oh, okay.
Is this too close?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
So Gabriel was next. And how was that experience? Were you more calm because it was your second birth
So
of
I'm not
a
really
third
sure.
child?
I'm not really
Funny to
sure if you guys even know, but I think I've brought it up before. In between Gabriel and Danny was a miscarriage.
Yep.
So if you noticed, the second one would have been about 2 years apart.
Yep.
And Gabriel and the youngest brother are 2 years apart, but there's a 3-year difference. And that's because your mom miscarried. But he wasn't even in utero that long. She, whatever we were at, it didn't take. So we actually thought about that for quite some time. And because I didn't want your mom to have to go through another miscarriage. And we decided that we were going to try anyways. So, and we did it right that time because he was a big boy in the womb, and he thinned out, and then he moved in with me and kind of puffed out a little bit. I love the same.
The rest is history.
But yeah, there's 3 years difference. There's 4 years difference between Michael and Danny.
Yep.
3 years difference between Gabriel and Danny, and 2 years difference between Gabriel and Samuel.
Yeah.
Sammy, who's my youngest. So they're all in different months. They all look alike. And I shouldn't say look alike. They all look different, but they all have the same attitude. So
You think so?
I think so, in different ways.
Yeah,
So
different ways.
You can see shades of each other, but you're all individuals. So there's shades that you guys remind me that you guys all have, traits that you guys have.
Like not trying to be funny, but a little bit stubborn.
Stubborn, definitely. You're all stubborn. That's okay. I'm stubborn.
So with all that said, who's your favorite?
Well, we got to get to Samuel now. But when mom was pregnant with Gabriel, there was obviously the fear of another miscarriage.
Yes.
And then Gabriel's born. Was it easier dealing with that one than Daniel?
Gabriel was 9 pounds 13 ounces.
Yeah.
And your mom had to go cesarean.
Yep.
That's the only one I went through where I actually passed out. I took a look over. And
When you seen Gabriel, you passed out?
No. When they cut her open, I took a peek
Oh,
over,
yeah.
and I don't know why. And I ended up on the floor. And they picked me back up, and next thing you know, he was there. Jaundice, big old chubby face.
Yeah.
But yeah, his eyes didn't open for a while. And he didn't even realize this as he matured and got older. Your brother Danny had a pacifier until he was 8.
Yeah, basically just got rid of it.
Yeah. He's 30 now. But anyway.
He sneaks away every now and again.
Still finds him behind the couch.
Gabriel didn't even know this, but he had an extra set of teeth.
Gabriel did?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
He did. He had 2 sets. His teeth didn't fall out when his next teeth came out. That was the front.
How did they end up so perfect then?
That's a good question because you never had braces. Danny did.
Yeah, Daniel's the only one that had braces,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And but I thought he knew that, but apparently
No,
not.
No, that's crazy.
lost in translation.
And there's been things that have happened too. I mean, I remember going to one of your basketball games.
Oh, yeah.
In Battle Creek, got there for the last 14 seconds. And that was my second marriage, and had a couple of nephews that were mine at that time, which I don't claim anymore, but that's good. But Gabriel and his name was Tony had a race towards what I had a escort wagon at that time.
Yep.
And when we got there, it was dark. So if you're in Battle Creek, St. Phil's Gym's in downtown Battle Creek. I had no idea that where I parked at the end, and it wasn't a ramp, but it was a wall.
It was like a levels to
Yes,
parking lot.
Gabriel and Tony took off to see who was going to be in the front seat, and Gabriel overran it. And it was a 5-foot incline down, straight down. He went over that wall straight down on his head, on his face, got his chin, broke his wrist. I didn't realize it at the time. I had no idea there was a wall there. Like I said, it was dark when we got there, but I go, Gabriel, give me your hand so I can pull you up.
I gave him the wrong.
He gave me his broken wrist.
Gabriel had a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
And all he really did was say, ow. So I knew that wasn't good right from the get-go, but he didn't cry. He did not throw a fit. He was bleeding from the chin. The only thing I had to hold, well, not until we got 43 miles back to Three Rivers.
Yeah.
And all I had to cover that was a dirty mitten in the back seat.
I'm pretty sure it was one of those like cotton gloves that has like the little rubber nubs on it.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been.
Yeah.
It wasn't gauze. Let me put it to
No,
you.
It wasn't sanitized gloves.
So I kept
it was just a singular glove in the glove box, which, like, I guess that's where they belong. But, yeah.
I was afraid he was going to go into shock, and the whole time I was basically the one going into shock.
Right.
I made him say, because you guys used to call me Papa way back in the day. I said, Gabriel, every 5 minutes, I want you to say, Papa, I'm okay. Well, Tony started saying, Uncle Randy, he's okay. I had to tell Tony to shut up. I said, I want to hear it out of his mouth. So after 43 miles from Battle Creek to Three Rivers, I didn't call your mom. She was upset with me. This is when we were separated. And she got really, really uptight. Luckily, she was right. I wasn't really thinking about anything more than getting my boy fixed.
Right.
So she had every right to be uptight.
No, I do remember the only time I cried is when you were crying in my face.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh.
It was brutal. Now every once in a while,
I hate to see you so hurt, Dad.
Every once in a while, I'd like to punch him in the chin or break his arm.
That's the only way to sadden Gabriel is to start crying. That's the only way. You think Gabriel was a little bit more clumsy than the rest of us?
No, I don't think he saw what was coming. But I don't really think I have any.
I think you have two left feet, Michael. What are you talking about?
I don't really have.
I'm the least clumsy one.
I don't think I've ever had clumsy kids.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, for sure though. I mean, kids will cause you grief, but you gotta love them anyways, right?
Yeah. So that was one memory. But what was your favorite memory out of us growing up?
I remember we went to the Toledo Zoo, and I can't say this is my favorite memory.
Oh, that was so. You don't remember that?
No,
dude, that's a core memory for me going to the Toledo Zoo.
Yeah.
Well, I think X-Men 2 came out. It was just us boys and Dad.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. We went to the Toledo Zoo, and we stayed at a hotel, and I was working third shift at that time too, so I'm a day sleeper. And I remember we got to the hotel, and you guys actually woke me up in the hotel room because you were down at the pool, and you were watching Little Guys, which weren't all that little.
It was a different time back then. You could have the older brother.
But the biggest,
pool.
I guess the funniest part of that is that somebody dropped a log right outside the pool. And that was exciting for you guys. It was, check that out.
Pool, I think.
Check that out. And
it's probably one of us, honestly.
One of us. Which one, Michael?
It might have been.
Chances are.
That was the most exciting thing that happened.
Hey, Chewy. Come on, Chewy.
But we went up to Shanty Creek one year, and Grandma and Grandpa went.
Shanty Creek was...
It was up near Boyne Mountain.
Oh, darn it. I don't remember that either. I remember Mackinac Island.
So you remember? Yeah. Well, that's the same time we went.
Okay.
So we went to Mackinac, and like I said, Grandma and Grandpa were there. Aunt Wendy showed up, Uncle Ron. They came later, but we got a really good deal on these rental places. It was at Shanty Creek, which is a ski resort.
Uh-huh.
And your Aunt Wendy found a really, really good deal, and then they couldn't recant on it. So we went to Big Bear Dunes,
Remember that?
went to Mackinac.
Yep.
We went to I'm not sure if that's this side of the bridge instead, but there's like a Civil War reenactment thing.
Oh, I actually remember that. It was a big, like, wooden...
Yes,
like,
a big wall.
Yes.
Yep. And then I
Was Santa
remember
born at that point?
yeah.
Okay.
He fell asleep. We went to Torch Lake.
I remember Torch Lake.
They
It's
had
like
a
the
small
best lake
beach.
in
Yeah, it had a really small beach, and then we rented jet skis and
I remember
went
that.
out where the drop off was at.
Yep.
There was people from New York there, and I remember them saying, because we went and got all kinds of beach toys and whatnot. Got like inflatable boats. Your baby brother fell asleep right in the middle of the pool on one, face first. But I mean, he was buoyant, so everything was fine. But when we got there, remember checking in. We went to some place. It was Shanty Creek, and we walk in there, and the guy that was doing the register or whatever to register in had a prosthetic arm. And Danny looks at Michael, and Michael's going, "Don't do it. Don't say it." And right out of his mouth, he goes, "Is he a robot?"
And so, look, I
It's like
believe it.
Michael knew he was going to say something that he shouldn't. He didn't say it to the clerk, but Michael knew. Shut up. But
That's how Michael's
funny.
always been. He's
Always-
always been
yeah.
like this.
On top of it.
Yeah, like easy to embarrass Michael. When we were kids, he would like
Huh.
try to separate himself from us. That way, people wouldn't think he's with the.
But I
group.
would still keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't leaving you out to dry.
You had your ins and outs, and I mean, a lot of stuff like that. But those are the things that come to mind.
Yeah. What was the biggest challenge of raising all of us boys?
My divorce,
Yeah, the divorce.
definitely. So that was probably the hardest thing.
And the most honest answer, because that's what I was thinking.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but it was inevitable
Yeah.
one way or another. It wasn't easy, and the second hardest thing was my second marriage. I'll never forgive me for that. But
Yeah.
anyhow,
Yeah, we
Now
still
it's back.
talk about that one.
yeah, and there's a lot of things I didn't know that went on, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Stuff we
That's-
can't even really say.
That's all past. Probably stuff I don't want. But
Right.
when it comes down to it, I'm glad that part's over. So
It seemed like such a long part of my life,
It
but at the
wasn't,
same
though.
time, it was like what 6?
yeah, 6 years, 7 years almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
almost.
It went by fast.
Wait, was it only 7 years?
yeah.
We lived in that rental down by IAC
That's
for a year,
right.
13 months, and then we got
That-
that house out on North Nottawa.
That reminds me of something.
Remember
No,
the
was-
garage?
I
The
do.
garage was basically.
Do you remember the
playground.
hammock that was in the front yard?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you used to wear when you get home in the morning? You'd put on a certain shirt and go sit in the hammock, lay in the hammock.
No, what shirt?
You had a cut off Red Wings shirt
Oh,
and it had just the Red Wings logo. And,
oh,
you cut it-
okay.
and you said this is what everyone wore in the 80s. I'm like, but
Oh,
Dad,
yeah.
it's 2005.
Yeah, so
It's a funny thing.
it's vintage now.
It is vintage.
I worked at IAC for a while, and man, all the ladies, they talked about the guy that used to sit out on the hammock
Yeah.
as they drove by,
didn't know
leaving or
this.
going into work.
I didn't know this till years later.
I didn't know it until just now.
Oh, Dad, you went there knowing women were going to see.
No, dude. Really?
Oh. Well, you didn't
That's
have
real.
too big of abs. You weren't showing your abs off.
Even
I
if
used-
he did have abs, the thick mat of like gorilla fur would cover him up.
Dad's stomach would always be burned, but right below the chest area.
I used to be pretty. I'm not anymore. That's what
No,
it is,
no, you were never
but
pretty.
yeah. They were making fun of me. Were they making fun of me?
No, they weren't.
Oh, okay.
See, but we're your boys, so we think differently. What is something that we did like as a group of kids that would drive you or mom or someone up the wall, drive you absolutely
I gotta
crazy?
remember, after Sammy was born, that relationship started going right downhill. It's not because of Sammy.
Right.
It's not. It's because of other things. Now, your mom had other kids besides
Yeah.
our 4, right? So, and I'm not blaming anybody for anything, but she started to pay a little bit more attention to some other things. And so whatever was separate one way or another, if my mom and dad hadn't been there, it would have been impossible
Yeah.
for me to do anything. That's what it comes down to. So the things that were the most important was your guys' relationship with your grandparents.
Yeah.
Mm.
Grandpa and grandma were the best.
Yeah.
Grandpa died.
Always there to take care of us. I remember
Yep.
Grandpa mowing. He always mowed the lawn.
Grandpa
Yep.
passed away in 2007,
Yeah.
right before we beat MCC. So I don't know if he actually seen that game.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, and then it was right after that. And then we had the championship game some point after that, and that was hard.
Yeah.
But I just kind of a side story. We had someone gave me a football. I don't know if it was you or a coach or somebody gave me a football and said, have everyone sign it and then
Yeah.
bring it for your grandpa.
For
Because
grandpa.
grandpa was part of the chain gang for 30 something years,
Somewhere around there.
37 or something crazy,
I don't think it was
27,
that long.
27 years maybe.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And so even the coaches knew it was a big deal because I ended up leaving school that day in Coach Sampson's history class, and he understood. He was like, sorry, Michael. Like, Dan, Grandpa was the best guy.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got to have the whole football team sign that football and brought it to the funeral and all that.
It must have been like, I think Grandma maybe got the football because
Maybe.
even like my Rocket football team got one too, and we all signed it.
Maybe.
I was like I was like unaware because like I even signed the ball. Like somebody was like, or the coach was like, somebody's grandpa's sick, and so everybody signed this for him, and I'm like, oh, my grandpa's sick too.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Grandma, but really, Grandpa was such a positive thing for Mendon, and especially
yeah,
like
definitely.
sports,
Oh, definitely.
football. He was township clerk forever.
Oh yeah,
No one would ever run against him because it was
35 years.
it was guaranteed to him to have that position.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it could have been the school that easily would have been like, yeah, guys, this is for Dan.
That was really, really hard.
Yeah, Grandpa was the best.
yeah. Everybody liked him. I meet people today
Still.
like out when I'll go out and quote a job, and
Still,
somebody will be like, Cleveland, huh? And I'm like, yep. And they're like, did you know, or were you related to Dan? I'm like, yeah, he was my grandpa. And then there's always a positive, good story that follows, and
at least a dozen times a year.
Mhm.
I mean, once a month at least, somebody will ask, "Oh, Cleveland, Dan Cleveland." Yep, that's my grandpa. Always happy to say it.
So with the stuff that I collect, because you guys haven't brought that up, but I get stuff. I get that from my dad. He was an auctioneer also. That was just like a side gig. And that's what
He was
got
an
me.
auctioneer.
Oh my gosh.
it'd
He
be
would,
crazy.
he would rattle it off like that.
Oh,
I
no,
think
no. He was a clerk.
Clerk
Oh,
for the
auctioneer.
auction.
Okay.
So
But-
he wore the apron, collected the money.
Yeah.
He did the calculator.
Well, he would use just like that. That's how he used to use.
He
a
would
calculator.
override a calculator.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crazy.
I was amazed by that. Always amazed by that.
that's 35
How-
plus years
how
doing that.
fast he could do that. But yeah, a lot of people know him from that too.
Yeah, Grandpa would come home with stuff too somehow, even though he was the clerk of it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he can
I
put a
gave him
bid in
stuff.
without putting a bid in. So
Yeah,
he'll say this is how high it'll go. You don't see where the bid's coming from. You know that my dad's the one that's got the bid. So basically, yeah. So
that's funny.
he's still got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot of
Or
like
grandma and grandpa stuff, but
like old stuff that doesn't even make sense, like metal. What are
Cast
those?
iron-
Cast iron.
banks.
Banks.
Those are neat though, dude.
Yeah, those
I mean,
are cool.
You,
Heavy.
you could definitely tell what he liked because he would have like little collections, and Dad does the same now too. I think you were talking the other day. What you got your fourth or fifth big boy statue?
5.
Yeah, fifth big boy statue. Where'd that come from? I don't know,
No,
but
They just seem to find me.
I think that
Yeah,
big boy's out of business at this point. I think so.
big boy is.
There's still some,
Oh, is there?
in certain places. but
Okay.
They closed the last one.
When you
last
say
ones in-
statues, they're not. They're banks. But
Oh, are they
I have all
banks?
different sizes, but I have 5.
Well, and then I
Yes.
went out on the porch the other day and noticed you collect the glass insulators that used to be up on telephone poles.
Yeah, I miss
the
them.
color ones too.
Yeah, and like I remember not too long ago, you had like a fair amount of them, but now there's just like
There's one
2
missing.
shelves like full of them.
I'm missing one. There was an empty spot.
So like, wait, is
I don't
there
know where it
different
went.
You got to
colors?
fill it up with
Because
another one.
You've only got the bluish green ones and the
Well,
clear
there's-
ones. Is there like red?
There's aqua. Well, they make red and purple, but they're hard to find.
Mm. Yeah.
So the thing of it is if you want to talk about insulators, I guess we can. It's silly, but this is a true story. What they are insulators, so they would be sitting up on telephone lines and whatnot, and you wrap wires around them
Because they don't
insulate.
conduct.
Yeah,
Yes.
they don't conduct. So from what I understand, is what people used to do, and they found value in those. These people were climbing up telephone poles and getting electrocuted, or falling off telephone poles. So you see a lot of broken insulators. Those were purposely left on the ground, so people wouldn't climb telephone poles to try to steal.
I think it was
electrified-
specifically,
yeah.
maybe I'm completely wrong here, but Native Americans, because they would,
Careful.
they would,
Careful.
I said Native Americans, not Indians.
Okay.
I'm not going to specify.
I think
because I
they
don't
would
know.
make them into like arrowheads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it is thicker glass.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have no idea.
yeah, they are. It's pretty thick.
I know that the telephone companies or the wires or whoever, consumers, whatever,
Yeah.
they didn't want people falling off of telephone poles, so they would leave broken ones on the ground, so they wouldn't actually, or not good ones on the ground or whatever. They make them out of porcelain too, but
Of
Mhm.
course.
that's only one thing you can do for a while, because most of them are garbage. If you find a really good one, you're lucky. But I've never seen a purple one, and I've never seen a blue one, but they are made. I have aqua, and then there's like a different color green, and then most of them are clear. But
We may have to, at the end of this video, have like a simple walkthrough of just 10% of your stuff out in the front.
It's a small
room.
area. You could just literally do a 360. and see it
Yeah,
all.
I mean, but you have to explain like what certain stuff
and they're
is
gonna
because
have
it's
to
pretty
start locking
cool.
my door.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Well, Dad, like he's a garage sailor, and
So are you though. You guys
okay,
are both garage sailors.
I'll go, but like I'm not buying stuff. Like I'm
I'm good
also
at it
too
anyway.
conservative for garage sales. Like,
right.
Garage
wanna
sale,
buy
garage sale.
junk.
These are from garage sales.
but
What
Dad,
are these, Dad? Do you know what these are?
Milk cans.
These are milk cans.
Yeah.
These are probably 5-gallon milk cans, 6-gallon milk
That's-
cans.
Right.
Maybe even
Probably
7.
even more than that, actually.
But yeah, no, he'll like he has the eye for it though. He'll like spot something. We were at a garage sale a couple weeks ago, and he spots a jar of marbles for $1. Bought them up. The biggest marble I've ever seen.
I
It
mean,
was like huge.
Yeah.
And he
No, the
Yeah.
jar was like this big. And it
Yeah.
said $1 on it. The jar was worth $1, but then it's just full all the way up with marbles. And I'm thinking, this guy's lost his marbles. He can sell that for $1.
he,
So, of
he
course
sure
I
did
took
lose
it.
his marbles.
Yeah.
And then you give it to your favorite boy.
And I can't. I
To
don't.
my
I don't
son.
taste- Yes, they're Deeks.
Yeah,
definitely.
Deacon's got it in his room right now.
Yeah.
He loves it.
And since then, Dad's came home with like 2 more jars of marbles. Like,
Because Gabriel
It's crazy.
complained that he gave the
I-
marbles to my boy.
It was
My
more
dad
of a
went and
pout.
bought more marbles
It
for
was
him.
more of a pouting thing.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
more of a
ever
pouting.
actually said anything about it until today.
Your eyes, dude. Your eyes. You know when you were messing with that in the kitchen before you gave it to Deacon.
So you know that I had to promise him my Darth Vader when I gave you my Michigan.
That's insane.
It made him smile.
Whatever makes Gabriel happy, I guess. We're always walking on eggshells
Nothing.
with Gabriel.
But so Gabriel does stuff around here though. So that roof over there, he fixed that for Kat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Kat's my wife.
On her,
Yeah, and the shed.
Oh,
Fixed that.
geez, I was looking
Fixed
at
my
the
stuff.
actual roof. Here, not the
Oh,
little
no,
shed
oh, no.
thing. That's. I mean, I washed the whole house, but that looks good.
So we can also mention that I got my granddaughter a music box, which I asked her about because when I gave it to Michael to give to her,
Yeah,
you haven't sold it yet. have you?
all he did was look it up to see what it was worth.
I do
Well,
that,
it's
and so does
priceless.
Dad. Everyone does that. We like to know what something is worth, even if it came back at $300. I wouldn't get rid of it.
No.
Like something's only worth.
I had to ask her if
Somebody's
she
willing to
liked
pay.
it to make
Yeah.
sure she got it though.
And did she say she got it?
Yes,
That's a good
I
girl.
go,
I made
"You
her
like
say
too?" She hasn't seen it since.
No, I know exactly where it's at.
But hey, my grandkids appreciate.
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
That's the way that goes.
they got a bunch of stuff. That's the problem, Dad. And you give them a lot of glass and stuff that can break.
Marbles don't break.
They can break windows when he's throwing them into the
Well, I
house.
don't know if he takes after Dad, maybe.
No,
you guys
no.
are talking about shooting out windows.
We were shooting
Neighbors,
windows.
I had no idea where that's at.
When you say we, you definitely don't mean me.
No, it was.
It
Yeah, it was me and Richie, probably.
Yeah, you and Richie.
Yeah, me and Richie shooting out windows. In
I'm
the
pretty
back
sure you guys shot out the siding.
That
on
was-
the back
I
of
was
that
gone.
garage.
Daniel did that.
there. Yeah.
Little anger issue there, whatever.
But
where that
it-
goes.
So we're talking about Grandpa. And Grandpa was the best. And then Grandma just passed over a year and a half ago. in October of 24.
January 27th.
January
27th.
Okay.
Yes.
And 25. Yeah, beginning at 25. I knew that.
Her birthday's in October.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was
it's
thinking of Melissa's
yeah,
mom.
Grandma's
I was thinking
October
Mimi.
6th. Yeah.
And Grandma was the best too. And yeah, that was hard.
No, it's never easy.
No. Well, I would say so. I would say with a lot of people, it probably is easier because they're not so close with them or don't care as much. But yeah, grandma was sudden because she had a stroke and then went to the hospital for a few days. Wasn't responsive for the last however long, and it was something that Dad and Aunt Wendy decision they made, and so she passed away shortly after. But Grandma was the best because. Oh yeah, now we gotta go to good stories. Oh, it makes it depressing. But Grandma would have this food pantry, right? You'd open it up,
Snack pantry.
you would think it would be like your pastas for the week or your box food. No, Grandma cooked stuff from scratch. The food pantry was candy and snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Every candy, every snack, and even beef jerky because she knew I liked the beef jerky over the snacks. And she would buy all that every week.
She always had a candy dish of miniature
Yes.
candy bars too,
yeah.
always.
And me and my brother, Samuel Gabriel Daniel, and myself would walk in and we would just immediately start eating candy out of that dish. And she never cared one time. She never said, only, hey, Michael, try not to eat more than 10 this time. It was literally didn't care how much I ate.
She just replenished it.
Yeah, she was a replenisher. And honestly, that is the difference between her and a lot of people. She was a replenisher.
Yeah.
She didn't care. It didn't bother her. It made her happy to see us. Made her happy to see Daniel open up the cupboard for 20 seconds, just pulling stuff out. And they would do that before practices, before school, after school. We would literally eat dinner at Mom's house and go to Grandma and Grandpa's and just start eating candy.
I wouldn't eat dinner personally.
Gabriel would hold off just so he could eat candy.
I was thinking about the family, really.
Yeah.
Everybody else
What
can
about you
eat.
Yeah, you cared about me getting an extra what? Baked potato. But so Grandma was also the best. So that was kind of hard when Grandma passed.
She was only about like this tall.
She didn't start off that tall though.
No, she did shrink over the years.
She got a
but-
little bit shorter.
I think
No,
she
I
shrunk.
think she literally was like that tall.
I think
She's
she
like
shrunk a
4'8".
good 8 inches
No, I don't know about that.
in her lifetime. Yeah,
I don't know either. I feel like
Maybe
we
6.
just grew.
Deacon right now is as tall as Grandma would
Oh,
because
yeah.
he was a good 4 inches off when she was here a year and a half ago.
Well, Grandma had arthritis too, so
Yeah.
she kind of walked forward, but yeah.
Well, she would do the laundry down the basement. She down those steep steps. She would carry a huge basket of clothes on these steep steps and never complained one time.
You could walk in there on any given day and she'd be up on a step stool, like dusting the fan,
Yeah,
the ceiling fan.
absolute best. Growing up, Gabriel was too young at this point, but when I was growing up, I would go over to Grandma's and hang out with Grandpa during the day, and then at night, Grandma would bring me to the back room, and she would put on a Goofy movie, if you guys remember the Goofy movie, and Dr. Dolittle, VHS, pop it in, and I never knew the last half of the Goofy movie because I always fell
Fell
asleep.
asleep.
I never watched that last half, I want to say, until my son now, who's 8, watched it probably 4 years ago. I never finished that movie until then.
Did I tell you guys I picked up some Black Diamond VHS?
Black Diamond.
Yeah.
He says that like we're supposed to know what
Disney
that
Black
is.
Diamond.
Disney
They're
Black.
VHS tapes. There's Black Diamond, they're worth more.
Oh.
They're Disney classics, and it says it in a Black Diamond.
Is it still like concealed or is it open?
Yeah, they're in. Well, yeah, they've been used.
Oh,
but,
okay.
yeah, but
I never knew that.
They're in the back of my car.
Now my movie was always I'd always want Grandma to put on Hercules.
Yeah.
That was the best movie.
I don't think I ever. That was way after me, so I never
Was it?
watched it.
Oh, I
So
loved it.
you know another thing that you brought up the other day, Gabriel, was that I never knew is that because my dad was a huge Looney Tune fan. He
Yes.
loves cartoons. He'd watch the same cartoons over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So then I have to be a Looney Tune fan because I do love Looney Tunes. I
Yeah.
do collect some Looney Tune stuff when I can find it also, but it's not easy. Anyhow, Gabriel was telling me that he's caught his brother Danny watching some
Careful.
caveman. Isn't it a caveman cartoon when all they
Oh,
do
it's
is just
called-
go, oh,
Yeah, it's called Primal.
and they go, oh,
Oh,
oh. That's all the talking that's involved, and Danny's just mesmerized by it.
we were texting back and forth a few weeks ago.
That is Daniel.
I was because the new Mall series came out on Disney, and I was asking him if he was watching it, and he's like, "No, we should check out this show Primal." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, tell me about it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's just like cavemen and they like grunt. There's only one episode with words." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll
And
have
the
to
thing
check
of it is,
that out
you
for
can
sure."
see your
dude."
brother Danny just mesmerized by it.
Daniel knows what they're saying.
He's not primal.
Oh
And it's
my
easy
God.
to pick on him when he's not here, but
Yeah,
It's easy
Daniel
to
would
pick
rip
on
our
him
heads
when he's
off
here
right
too.
now.
no, he would laugh. He would laugh, but yeah, he would.
That's
he's not that
hilarious.
sensitive. But yeah, when you told me that, I'm going, oh my gosh, he got named right because he is named after his grandpa.
Grandpa would sit in that chair and watch cartoons from when he got home from work, which was at the clerk office, township clerk, and he'd put on cartoons. Or you'd sit and eat a half grapefruit with a bunch of sugar on it at the dining room table where you could still see the TV. And we would just sit there eating grapefruit watching cartoons.
That's why you put the addition on the house for grandma. So she's got her room and he's got his room. They both have separate TVs.
But grandma was the best because grandma would walk up to the front every once in a while and go,
Yeah.
"Everything okay?"
Oh,
"Yep, all good, Fuzz."
Fuzz.
Yeah,
But if you wanted something, you go, "Hey, can you give me this or that or squirt?" You know, and grandma would be like, "Yeah,
Red Pop.
Red Pop." Yeah.
Yeah.
Verner's and then not Verner's, sorry.
Yeah, he used to
Vernors,
drink
yeah.
Diet Vernors. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, he realized how much sugar was in Squirt, Ruby Red Squirt. So
Caffeine. He actually
switched.
found out there was caffeine in it.
Oh,
And
was
he
it
stopped-
caffeine?
And he stopped drinking. Yeah.
So it wasn't the sugar because you would eat the grapefruit with half a pound, half a cup of
It's the
sugar.
only way they're
Grapefruit
good.
tastes like crap if you don't have sugar. It's too bitter and it's too tart. You might as well suck on a
Some
lemon.
people put salt on them.
Wild.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know what that would do for it.
No.
But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, grandma and grandpa the best.
yeah.
We could talk forever on grandma and grandpa. But yeah, when did you realize? I know the years were, 2-3 years between us all, but when did you realize Daniel or Gabriel or Samuel were becoming an adult? Like, at what point did they start to seem like they were coming into their own?
I'm getting there.
Yeah,
No, you're
Gabriel's getting there.
not on the other
You're
side
watching
of
it in
You're
real
not
time.
on the other side of the hill yet.
Yeah,
So if you really look at situations, it's not fair for me to
right.
to judge it one way or another because there's a lot of things that they lack, and fatherly guidance was a hard thing to do for a lot of times when you guys were younger. That's the way that is, but I wish it wasn't that way. So I try to do that now, and I get it thrown back in my face every once in a while. But they always come back one way or another. It's not a matter of being right, and it's not a matter of what you can teach them. I guess every once in a while you gotta figure stuff out for yourself. Just try not to be too brutal and affect the rest of your life with the way you do choose.
Yeah,
So that's the hard part.
I don't think any of us made too bad of decisions that
No,
affected us.
I could have had worse kids. There's no two ways around it.
Yeah. So this is kind of a serious question. What son was the easiest to raise, and why was it me?
You guys all got raised at the same time. So when it comes down to it,
I was the easiest though.
actually, Michael and I spent a lot more time together
Yeah.
than my other boys did, but he had a 4-year advance
That's
too.
why.
And he was already walking and he wasn't breastfeeding when I
Right.
met him. So that's what we did. We hung out all the time.
Yeah.
I was a second shifter at that time. So Papa get home from work, go to bed, wake up, and then me and Bubba would hang out. That's the way that went.
Go
We lived in a trailer park.
Lived
at
in a
that
trail
time.
park. We
Yep.
lived next to the balls.
Yep.
We went bowling.
Yeah. There's a stream that was in a walk.
Yeah.
That
Like a bike
walking
path?
trail,
Yeah.
bike path. Yep. We used to hang out down there all the time.
Oh, yeah,
But-
because we moved to Mendon when I was 5.
Yeah.
Just before kindergarten.
Right after Danny was born.
Wait,
Yeah.
say kindergarten again?
Kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
Yeah. Kindergarten?
Kindergarten?
You didn't go what you like. Spell it.
Yeah, I would say I was probably the easiest one overall, but
I would not say that. But when it comes down to it, everybody's different one way or another. There's been grief. I mean, as far as all you guys go at certain times.
I was pretty
Oh,
rough in my teenage years.
Gabriel, I can remember that LeBaron that he had.
Yeah.
Love
And-
that thing.
I
Classic.
love mine. I had one too,
I had
man.
a 93. You had an 89.
89. Yeah, mine was a classic when I bought it.
Dude,
Mine was just a couple years off.
your tire didn't fall off.
No, I took
Yeah.
care of it.
I drove out there 4 times that one day. The tire fell off sitting on the side of the road halfway to Athens. And I could not get that tire on there. He didn't have his license yet.
I did
don't
have my
think.
license. I had my
I
license.
was worried about it for some reason because it was just sitting on the side of the road. And 3 times I went out there and tried to get that jacked up, and he didn't seem to care about it once, but it wasn't even off the side of the road. And that's a highway. It was on 60.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
Don't
was
even
off
even
in a
care.
yard.
No, it was on a incline on M60 on a curve. Anyhow, I worried about that. He didn't seem to give a crap one way or another.
No.
We ended up getting it towed. I was trying to save myself some money, I guess, but ended up getting towed. And the whole time I'm thinking, you don't care. Why do you not care? But once again, that's
care.
Gabriel
that's
picks and chooses
anxiety.
what he cares about or
Everybody
worries
does.
about. Yeah.
That's
We're just
anxiety.
different though when it comes to that. I care about certain things, you care about others. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But you know,
We've
really,
been talking about it for the last few weeks off this. We argue about the dumbest stuff.
it's fun to watch. Though.
It's fun to watch, but man, do I walk away going, I don't think Gabriel heard a word I said. And clearly.
I don't really ever think there's been a time where it's been like anger issues or just pissed off. I know I've made Gabriel mad before. I know I've made Danny mad.
I think you probably made me mad in the last 7 days.
How's that?
I would have to probably think about it, but I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't know if me and
Oh.
Gabriel have ever been that way with each other. Have we?
What?
Been super pissed off?
I don't think so.
No. I get along with Gabriel. Gabriel's good.
I think I told him to stop throwing away returnables the other day, and he got a little upset because I heard him and Kat talking about it.
Yeah, well, sometimes, I don't know, 10 cents.
Doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't. And, when it's, all over the floor of my truck, because I can be a slob at times, all the time.
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say.
I'm just throwing them in the trash. They don't matter to me. So,
Well, I guess, Dad, which son do you think is most like you?
well, let me ask some questions.
You want to ask some questions?
Yeah.
I don't think any of you guys are like me. I think you have ways of thinking that remind me of me, but you have better ways of thinking too. That's the way that goes. But I'm a working class guy. That's the way that goes. You guys are searching for something, and it's admirable. It really is.
It's a different world.
But
Yeah.
I've had a job since I was 7.
True.
So
You've been paying taxes since that.
well,
Yeah,
no, not since then, but I had to start a lot earlier than most when it comes down to it. But at
I
the
worked
same
the
time, I
fields,
wouldn't
too.
change it. I know, yeah. You worked there too. It was a
That's
lot easier back then too. You asked me what the best job I ever had. I'll tell you, it was Ken's Food Land. It was
Ken's.
awesome.
I worked there too. Dad
I
had
love
got
that
me a
place.
job there when I was 13 or 12.
And me and Danielle were talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know what? You don't have the people that don't want to hold themselves accountable for this, that, or whatnot. Just had a really good boss. It's cool about a lot, and that was a place to hang out, and I liked being there.
That was a cool
fun.
place.
It was a good guy, but
Yeah.
it was a different owner with you.
$20 a week. That was insane, but that's okay.
I was making $5 a week.
Well, but to be fair, I would get paid bi-weekly, and when it would come that Friday, the second week, I would say, "Hey, Sean," or should I say whatever? He'd own Ken's. I'm like, "Hey, it's payday. You sure I didn't pay you last week?" And because I was such a quiet kid, I go, "Oh, maybe you did."
Oh,
And then I wouldn't get paid until the following week, $40. Insane. But I liked that job. All we did was sort cans on the basement, clean up the floors. They would whatever stuff they would do down there, I would just clean up the floors after they're done, like hunting season and all that. Like it's kind
yeah,
of
it's
what I did.
because they did a deer processing.
Yeah,
down
they
there.
did deer
Basement was
processing down
different
there.
back
Oh,
when
did
was
they? I
there.
remember going there one time, and there was a deer hanging out.
Yeah.
There, they did deer processing.
Oh yeah,
Almost felt like it was year round, but that's okay.
it probably was. He
I
doesn't
didn't-
own it anymore, so he probably
Allegedly, it
double
was
that.
year round. Allegedly.
All right. So, what's the funniest thing that any of us have ever done? I mean, it could be one thing from any of us. Funniest thing that sticks out.
You're
Have you ever been funny?
you know
Most
what?
of my life.
I can't honestly,
trying to
because
think.
when it comes right down to it, you guys just watching you two go at it is
Yeah.
fun for me. So if I have something to do with starting something up, that's fun. When you guys were growing up, you got to understand when I said Sammy was 2 when things started going bad, and or probably even younger than that. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot of stuff that was always at mom and dad's, or there wasn't a lot of fun that went on. I will remember Michael when he graduated and his buddies hanging out when we had the house out in North Ottawa and my second marriage, and which we all agree that house was awesome.
The house was awesome.
One of the funniest stupid things I ever saw in my life is when I got up in the morning, I look out and there's a tree back there, and we tried to put up a fort out there, it never worked out. And they had a dip sign sitting out in that tree facing towards the road that they obviously, when I say they, him and his high school cronies,
Yeah.
had stolen off the side of the road.
It was left
And it
there.
said,
We took it.
This is the dip house. And I'm going,
The dip house.
because you guys are a bunch of dipshits. You faced it right towards the road where you can see it. And it's
I
up in
still
a
have
tree.
it. Allegedly.
It's up in a tree.
Allegedly.
But apparently it's not illegal. Just look back.
No,
there,
I
right?
think you can buy them at auction.
I'm pretty sure you don't buy those.
Yeah, but we would.
There's a whole wall full.
But
full
the signs
back
we
there.
stole, we would sign our names
Yeah.
and the date we took
Yeah,
them. So they could put one and one together.
Confession.
Yeah. So a police officer could have stopped any given day. And it was funny, don't get me wrong. Well, this is the dip house, Dad. I'm going, you guys are a bunch of dips. That's what it comes down to.
We never brought like a ratchet or anything, any tool with us. We would just, I suppose, we would rock it back and forth, pull it out of the ground, and you realize, holy cow, it's like 4 feet in the ground. Then we would carry it miles home or in the back of the LeBaron, like we did with the horse and buggy sign.
Yeah.
Me and Jared did it once, but we actually like brought tools down there with us, and like
You guys planned it.
it was a plan.
And
Yeah.
we were trying to rip it out.
We're doing a little copycat of the Big
Right.
Brother.
We did. There was construction on North Nottawa right outside of town before we hit our house out there. And they had these big orange barrels that had the flashing lights, like every 5 seconds would flash, right? And so we
This is a
were
memory I remember now.
we were hanging out, me and a couple friends down in the basement. We're like, we need to go get that. So we went. It was a hot day, dehydrated, drinking probably, and we went and got it. And we get it home, and we're just drenched in sweat. We're like, we're too tired. I fell asleep. I woke up a couple hours later to the room pitch black, but all of a sudden you see orange light up the room, and it scared me.
Yeah, and I noticed it because it was shining up. There was a vent that went through the floor, and it would shoot that light up through there. And I'm going, where is that coming from? So I went down in the basement. Sure enough, there it was. And I'm, what is the matter with you guys?
Dad goes, you guys think maybe put that back? I go, yeah, we need to put it back
Can you hide the evidence someplace besides here?
on my
Can you
property.
go throw it in the neighbor's yard or something?
Yeah,
But you know what? At the same time, as a dad, you realize that that's probably stupid stuff you did too. I don't remember stealing signs. I
no,
remember a long, long time ago, we'd pick up for sale signs and put up businesses in town for sale. Might have done that a couple of times. I'm not going to divulge names, but that's been 35, 40 years ago, over that actually. And yeah, so you kind of, as a dad, you kind of laugh about it in the back of your head, but you don't want your kids to think that you're not serious about how stupid that was.
yeah,
But at the same time, it is kind of funny.
it is funny.
It is funny. Dip. And then on the dip sign, you guys under dip, you wrote time.
Yeah, dip time. So silly.
Dip 30, bro.
Yeah.
All right, this is a pretty fun question. I'm
Doubt
excited
it.
to hear your answer. If you had to choose one son to survive
God,
a zombie
yes.
apocalypse with, who would it be and why?
Why is it just, I don't want to survive the zombie apocalypse.
That's probably the best answer.
I don't want to. I don't want to live in that world.
Oh, dude,
It's like saying,
fantasize about
would
that.
you be able to survive like a nuclear apocalypse? I'd rather that nuke land right on my head.
I don't want to
wanna
live
deal
in
with
that
it.
world.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because if you look at politics and the way things are right now, I looked at something on my phone the other day. It's just kind of flashing through, and Trump made this declaration that, yeah, we got to stop the Iran war before we have some kind of a economic catastrophe. I'm going, you are kidding me, right? It's an economic catastrophe before you started it.
Mm.
And guess what? Now it started back up, right? So how do you teach your kids anything when the people that are running the country are, they're not that stupid, are they?
They are.
Before it causes
No,
an economic
They don't care about
catastrophe,
it. Yeah.
it's already happened. So if you talk about a zombie apocalypse, I just as soon not be there for it.
Or just go downtown Battle Creek.
It'd be kind of neat to see for a minute, but I don't want to eat dirt and worms and run from people that can eat you. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Gabriel,
I
I
know.
think Gabriel would be good hang for something like that. But
Now, I do enjoy the movie Zombieland, and I loved Walking Dead, but Woody Harrelson, Twinkie, there's something about that. Zombieland and Double Tap, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
They crack me up, but that's not reality.
it's a funny movie.
If that's the way that was, yeah, I guess I'd enjoy it. But
If you could
all
meet
my
Bill
boys
Murray,
one way or another.
anything's worth it.
So I would just soon have all my boys there just for the laugh, one way or another. But yeah, who's the best survivalist? I have no idea.
No, it's
Because
about
it's not a whole lot
who would be
different.
willing to do the darkest things in order to survive.
Yeah, I mean me, but right.
I don't know. I think your brother Danny would if he had to.
I think he just eats wood anyways.
Yeah. I mean, he grows plants and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really think we're all.
Daniel would be great in muscle. He would be perfect under good
You're
leadership.
just like spit on. See that, Danny? Go get it.
His legs are like already pumping.
Got him on a leash. Go. No,
Big metal chain.
Dude, he's going after
Yeah.
zombies. He's like
Danny.
They run away
he
from
goes
him.
on the offensive.
See, and Danny would find this funny. Don't get me wrong. He would find this funny. And if he does see it, I'm not going to apologize because you are what you are. And if you weren't,
Good
then
guy.
I wouldn't know you. So,
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you guys all have crazy
Daniel
ideas,
eating zombie brains.
The script gets flipped with Daniel.
Yeah.
Just somehow he would own it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's funny.
man.
And you know what? The thing of it is this was after you were gone, Michael. Gabriel's best friend, Jared,
Mhm.
he stayed here for quite some time. You remember when the TV caught on fire?
I just was
upstairs?
thinking about that
Yeah.
the other day because of a
He
picture.
probably
you
kept his
posted on
house
video.
up because you left your check stub thing up there and it caught the TV on fire.
Which doesn't
Huh?
make a lot of sense.
I don't
how
get that
happened.
either.
Sorry, I
how
had
did
a
it
check
get
stub.
that hot up there? Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Anyways.
No, it's
So
there was just a stack of paper on top of the TV and it caught on fire. I
somehow
don't
it got
understand.
so hot it caught on fire.
How did it?
I don't
even
know.
get
I
hot?
pulled into the driveway and Jared got his head stuck out the window. Randy, this TV's on fire up here. Get down here. What's the matter with you? He was throwing water on it. So yeah, he basically kept
You know,
the house from catching on fire.
I guess he gets to tell us what happened since he was the only one
Right.
here. So
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
What was
first of all,
Jared
thanks for
doing?
being here. If you weren't here, my house would be burnt down, but I
True,
appreciate it.
True.
But I remember, that's what brought this up, is because Jared and Gabriel would be around, and your brother Danny would get annoyed with them, and then they'd start talking crap. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's 2-on-1, and then I would sit there and I would watch Danny
Wreck him.
annihilate both of them.
Yeah, Daniel would wreck him.
It just laughing his butt off.
Yeah.
You guys were just wrecked. You're
Insane.
right, wrecked. It just beat the crap out of both of
Now
you.
I have to be completely honest.
And it's not fist fighting or nothing.
Daniel has never wrecked me, but I have never wrecked Daniel. There was this mutual respect where I'm just bigger than him, but he was stronger than me, and it was just respect. We just respected each other.
I do feel like
with with Uncle Gibbs, with Gabriel here, there wasn't much respect. He would just talk crap, and we would just fight.
yeah.
You
I don't
guys
think you
never-
ever beat me though.
You guys
I-
never went to Danny's cage matches.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we went
yeah,
all
we
three of them.
Did you?
The video still
Okay.
pops up in my
Okay.
memories. I
It's
always
like
watch him.
I wish Daniel would have done it a little bit longer.
He would have wrecked people.
He
man.
seriously, he did.
3-0.
Three guys.
They never got out of the first.
Never made it through the first round.
They
Yeah.
never made it through the first 15 seconds.
Doctor stoppage actually at the end of the
They
first
all went to
round.
the hospital, all three of them.
They all
But
did.
if anybody knew how to do it, your brother, all he did was duck down and grab their leg. If they kick him in the face, he's probably all done.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I don't
that
know.
didn't happen.
I feel like Dino could take a kick or two in the face.
Daniel has that thing. That
He just had a smile on his face when he was doing it, so maybe that would have made him mad. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. Throwing him out.
I can't believe
don't know.
Daniel did the MMA stuff. That was crazy.
I didn't like it. But
That was wild though, because I would get like knots in my stomach, feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
But it was like watching Daniel or Gabriel or Samuel play football. I'd
Right.
almost get just as nervous as they would on the side and watch in the stands. Like, oh crap,
Dude,
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching Daniel wrestle more than I like enjoyed wrestling. Like I would rather Daniel
Same.
win his match than me win my match.
yeah.
Like
I remember when Daniel won a state championship his sophomore year against Fowler. I think I was more happy for him because he was at least on special teams
Right.
as a sophomore. So he got the. I was more happy for him at that point.
And the best part about that is opening kickoff. They throw it up, they put the row down, and they laid out two guys from Fowler, never saw it coming. They did the
Oh,
hitman on them. They've changed the rules because
Oh, yeah, they
of
have.
that. Those two got laid out.
You talk about head hunting,
Yeah.
Yeah, they got no
call
more
it a
head
hitman.
hitman. Yeah,
Yeah. And
It was,
Tyler Harris ended up scoring on the first
was a headhunter.
kickoff.
it was a
Yeah.
punt return actually because Fowler we kicked off to Fowler to start. That's how we always did. If we won the coin toss, we're deferring.
yeah.
And so they had the ball first. It was 3 and out. They punt it, and I want to say Cody Ross and
Cody Ross.
yeah, and then Coolman. They were the ones who
Quick-
absolutely
Can I
destroyed.
do a quick story on Cody Ross?
Yeah.
He was a freshman when I was a senior, and it was 2-a-days. One of the most miserable, or if you're psychotic, best 2 weeks of your life. And it was like day 3 or 4. We had pads on, and we got told by the coaches, "Yeah, Cody's not here." And then somebody said, "Yeah, Cody, I don't think is coming in anymore. I think he's quitting." And he was just a freshman, but I knew he was a tough kid. So we all the seniors, which weren't many, jumped in a couple vehicles, drove to his house, pulled him out of his bed, and we said, "You're playing football, dude. You can't quit." And it turned out he ended up being a pretty good football player.
Yeah.
Because you could see he was tough. That's just who he was. But yeah, Cody was always a good kid.
Yeah. Tyler Harris though, short little guy. He was quick.
He reminded me of like a Gearhart from White Pigeon. And I know we're going off topic.
Yeah,
but
we are.
Yeah,
he was
way
so
off.
quick and like strong,
Uh-huh.
but
Oh, yeah.
not against us.
Yeah.
My team was different than Gabriel's, Daniel's, and Samuel's. We were just
Okay.
bigger, stronger.
I was a 145-pound guard. So
you were a
like,
pulling guard.
I was like, we had a small in size class.
Yeah, which is crazy. I only had 7 seniors, and all of us were 6 foot something,
That was the
200
biggest
something
offensive
pounds.
line,
Huge,
ever. I think.
especially for Division 8. You don't see kids over 200 rarely. I mean, even the tight ends were
Unless they're from the UP and they're lumberjacks.
UP Lumberjacks is slow as crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a wild time. What's another good one, Gabriel?
Kind of lost where I was at. Oh, there we go.
Surprise.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You just whisper something.
ASMR.
What's the most important lesson your father, grandpa, taught you?
Okay, so we'll go back to Ken's Foodland, all right? How's
Uh-huh.
that sound? He said to me once, instead of following Marty around, asking him what he needs to get done, why don't you look around and see what needs to get done?
That's a good one.
Mm.
That's a
He
good
was
one.
right. Dad was right.
Yeah.
Marty loved me. I was the best. Take
Marty
my word
was
for it,
cool.
he loved it. So I never asked Marty again what needed to get done. I looked, I saw, and Marty might have said something to my dad because they were pretty close at one time that, hey, this is what Randy needs to do, or this, I doubt that happened that way, but I'm pretty sure somehow they got together or Dad was that smart. Just don't wait to get told what to do. Find something to do.
Exactly.
That's a good lesson.
That actually is.
Probably that, but what's one piece of advice every young man should hear?
I don't even know how you would answer that.
Yeah.
Don't
You didn't vet these questions, did you?
don't follow your own instincts when it comes to relationships. When it comes down to it, when
Holy
it
cow.
comes down to it, when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. Don't push it.
Don't push it. Don't think with your big head.
Yeah.
Use your brain up top.
And don't think that, ooh, that's where I'm at. And that's where I got to be, because
Yeah.
it's not always that way. And a lot of the times it don't work out the best way.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't be afraid to venture out one way or another. Love what you have.
yeah.
Don't regret. And then hopefully things turn out the way they're supposed to. But don't ever go looking out of desperation.
I agree.
It doesn't do you any good, because I've been there. And it's affected my kids, actually. So
Yeah, I think Gabriel also has a piece of it too. And I fell into it, but never got married until Melissa. So we're good there.
definitely.
We'll get into those reflection and legacy questions.
Okay.
What are you most proud of in your life?
I don't really know how you put a cap on a lot
I
of
don't know.
stuff. Honestly, I don't. I'm proud of the fact that my kids don't hate me for certain things. Proud of my grandkids.
You got great
I have.
kids.
Oh yeah, I do. I have grandkids on two sides too. So
Right.
I'm happy that I finally met somebody that because you guys have to admit, Kathy's a great grandma.
I was gonna say great cook, but yes.
She
She's
is
a
a great
great
cook,
cook.
but she treats my grandkids, which I don't like to say, no different than if we weren't together. So,
Right.
and I do the same with on that side.
Right.
You don't want to play a separation thing, and it's not an easy thing to do. Don't get me wrong, it's not. That's only because my kids are going to look at certain things certain ways, and her kids are going to look at certain things certain ways. But I don't really think it's that way here, as far as grandkids go.
You know what I
Does
was
that make
also
sense?
Yeah, it does. You know what I was just thinking about? See, we grew up, me and the boys grew up, and grandma didn't work. Didn't have to. Grandpa did it right. And
No,
grandpa
grandma worked, but she didn't work. She worked at
But
Dr.
she
Barrett's.
was
She
kind
ran
of,
a daycare, dude.
but that at home though. Like
Right.
we were always there.
She worked at Dr. Barrett's for years.
True, but I feel like, you and Kathy still have to work every day.
Yeah.
When grandma and grandpa, if it was whatever day of the week and we didn't have school or it was summer vacation, we literally could walk over there at any point and somebody was there.
Oh, grandma was there.
You can't do that now.
Right.
Which with the kids, it'd be cool, but we live in a different town. But it's just how it was when we were younger.
But you got to understand at the same time, too, grandma and grandpa like their own things when it came down to late. They slept in the same bed, but they watched different stuff. So they had different parts of the room, right?
Right.
They didn't show any favoritism towards any grandkids or anything like that. And I mean, would never be that way. But grandpa, he was township clerk, but you got to remember he ran IAC for 25 years.
Yeah.
And he ended up giving them the boot after a while. But he was smart enough with his money and to invest or whatever. But you know what? Grandma never brought home a paycheck. She handed it to grandpa. All right. So
yeah, different dynamic.
She hardly ever
she hardly
ever asked for anything. But if she needed something or
I don't know why
it got done.
Dynamic, because it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know why stuff. I mean, we know why stuff switched. We could talk politics and stuff like that. It would just probably bore half of you and then get the other half fired up. But like us, we get fired up. We talk about it all the time. But it's not like that anymore. Just a different world.
No, and you said that they slept in the same bed. I never knew that actually though.
Yeah.
Because when we would go and stay the night at grandma and grandpa's every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Because they lived right down the road from school, and grandma would cook us a big, a whole spread every Wednesday morning.
Crazy.
I mean, any breakfast food you can think of, it was there. And I mean, even stuff that you wouldn't think of. There was muffins, there was cinnamon rolls, bacon. I wanted French toast. Samuel wanted pancakes.
Daniel wanted just cinnamon toast.
So that's so true.
Yeah, I know.
But
I want milk and gunny worms.
he would their grandma would sleep downstairs in the
When
small
you
bedroom.
guys
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
So I never knew that she slept upstairs otherwise.
She
and, you
didn't
know.
sleep upstairs.
Oh.
That was their bedroom downstairs. But when you guys were there, she didn't always sleep in there because you guys slept someplace else.
No,
So-
grandma always slept in there and grandpa slept upstairs.
And then that was later on.
Yeah, that was later on.
Okay.
Because there was no bathroom up there.
I don't know. Can we tell that story?
But
It's not a bad story. It shows a lot about grandma. Grandpa had okay, I don't know if I should
This
tell
is a 5-gallon bucket.
5-gallon bucket, Dad.
Yeah.
Can I tell the story?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Upstairs? Yeah.
Grandpa would fall asleep at night and next to Grandma. And when Grandpa would wake up in the middle of the night and have to go pee, why would you walk all the way downstairs? It's literally
It's a big
an
house.
18th of a mile away to go pee, and then you're wide awake when you get back up there. So he would just pee in a. By the way, beautiful house. It's not like there's nothing trashy about it,
Mm-mm.
but he would just pee in a 5-gallon bucket. Grandma, I remember one morning I'm sitting down. Grandpa's in his underwear, no shirt. I'm watching TV. I'm next to Grandpa. We're watching cartoons in the morning, and Grandma's sloshing this bucket down the steps, and I'm like, "What?" I'm watching her. The bucket was the size of her almost. And I'm watching her and I go, "What is that?" And Grandpa goes, "Bub, that's pee." She just bring it down and dump it in the toilet, rinse it out, bring it right back upstairs.
So okay, so
Different
that was
times.
that was something that Grandma always said. Why can't we put a bathroom upstairs?
he said because we got a bucket.
You know, he said because shit don't run uphill. Well, it's gonna run down. That's the way that goes.
Yeah.
But that was just his excuse. There was a place you could have done it, but yeah,
Mhm.
I had to pee in a bucket too. I mean, that's the way.
Or
that
just
went.
out the window, right?
no,
Well, I did
off the
a lot
roof,
out
out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to have that roof replaced a few times, but it wasn't because of me. It's because your Aunt Wendy and all her friends used to lay out on it. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Yeah, I
good
did
spot
pee out
for
that
it,
window
though.
a lot.
All of us boys laid out there too, thinking it was cool and
Hanging
peeing
out on
off the
roof.
edge of the house on the second story down. And
Yeah, third rock from the sun sort of thing.
actually, yeah, basically.
I think
was.
Samuel had a dresser out there at one point.
Gun case.
It's funny because you had that house, that big white house right there facing it, right?
Wow.
On the other side of the alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they could just see us
Yeah,
and just see us boys like peeing off the roof.
I think that's why Grandma put those big bushes out back.
She was
Yeah.
thinking ahead for us.
Well, we only had one bathroom downstairs, too. So we got the same situation here. You kidding me?
Yeah.
This guy goes
So
to
do
the
we.
bathroom like 7 times a day. So
It's crazy. We bought a house with only one bathroom. It's wild. But that's good. What else you got, Gabriel?
All right. So next question.
Make it a good one.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
What do you hope your children and grandchildren will remember about you?
By the way, applause for Gabriel for reading so well.
I almost had to sound out a couple of those words.
Yeah.
are they in cursive?
No,
All right.
I could
What was the
never.
question?
Yeah, what was the question, Gabriel? Try it again.
What do you hope your children and grandchildren will remember about you?
Well, hopefully I'm getting enough memories just that I happen to possess right now that they know that I have
Right.
that's going to be theirs, and I hope they appreciate that sort of thing. And if they don't appreciate it, I can't take it with me, so you guys better find somebody that does,
Yeah, they'll appreciate it.
one way or another. You guys know all the Star Wars stuff I have that we can't look at because it's all boxed up, right?
Star Wars, Star Trek, same thing.
No, it isn't, but I
It
got
feels the
What did
same
you
to me.
literally just say?
I don't
it's not even
care.
close to the same thing.
It's the
Anyway,
same thing.
No, it's not. Anyhow,
Wow,
anyways,
that's crazy. Actually,
I have a lot of stuff, but I don't expect anything out of it. I could go have a sale right now. I was talking to my wife just yesterday about how I don't want my boys to fight over my car.
Oh, there'll be no fighting.
So I thought, well, maybe I'll just sell it.
Oh, what car do you have, Dad? Real quick.
68 Chevelle.
68 Chevelle. What's the color? What was the name on that color? I forgot.
Well, it's just blue. It's not.
I thought there was a
was
special-
Malibu blue, but it's not the original color.
It's a sharp
It's the nicest looking blue I've ever seen.
Sharp car. One of the best looking
it's
cars.
like almost like a powder blue.
I refuse. Yeah, almost sky blue. Is it called sky blue or something like that? I refuse to even drive it. I can drive stick. I don't want to drive that car.
No,
I feel like
Once you
there's
start, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, and I ain't coming home for a while.
But I said something about selling the car, and Kathy basically told me flat out, "You're not selling that car." Well, that's not a future. My name's on it. So I started thinking, "Whoa, why is this all of a sudden changed?" Because I don't want you guys fighting over it. You're not selling that car. You're not selling a car. You're not going to.
I'll give Gabriel a wheel or something.
It will. That's going to be a hard thing. It's going to be.
No,
I bet
it won't.
I think you underestimate how well we'll.
You might underestimate Kat too. No. So
problem is we have other brothers too.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and there's
Jackson.
something your little brother Sandy would like, and you guys have, and I'd like him to have it. We argue over.
I would like to have it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, he hasn't asked for any.
We can argue about that another.
Anyhow, but no, I hopefully it'll be memories of me like you guys have of your grandpa, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it won't be because you guys live with my mom and dad every Tuesday for how long, right? It's a lot closer knit. Even when me and your mom were going through a divorce.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it got even closer because you guys were actually there.
Yeah.
When I was there.
Yeah.
But when I get to see my grandkids, Danny's daughters, I never see them.
Yeah.
But they are also older, right? So
older and further away.
yeah, definitely. That's not a good thing. But
No.
I hope they appreciate what I have. And like I said, I'm a pretty giving guy when it comes down to a lot of stuff. If I wasn't, that Michigan mirror would still be here. I wouldn't have promised you anything. I'd still have all my
I
marbles.
wouldn't have my jar of marbles.
Yeah. Gabriel's lost his marbles.
But I hope they remember me by me too.
Right.
Because who knows how long I'm going to live? Who knows? I don't know that. I'm just glad I get to see him. I have as everybody knows, Roman's 7 months now?
7 months?
6.
6
Not
months?
quite 7.
He's just about 6 months. Just a couple days away.
I'll tell you what, I get to see him a lot, and I've seen him probably more than I've seen your kids, Michael.
Yeah.
But I have got to see him a lot more. The thing is, there's so many things that go on. And one thing I regret is I work third shift. I miss a lot of stuff. I don't want to, but at the same time, I got to sleep.
Yeah, third shift's rough.
Yeah.
But then I could stop by in the morning. You're here.
That's true.
Like during the summer, early spring months. Yeah. That's what I was doing.
Most definitely.
Well, I think that was about the best closing question. I've just read through the last couple. And
what was that last question?
I mean,
515151. Never mind. He's not going to get it.
5151.
You got it?
I got it. It says,
let's see.
What's one thing you've always wanted to tell your sons but never had the chance to say on a podcast? Which doesn't make a lot of sense.
That doesn't.
No, my sons are here either.
That doesn't make any sense.
Did you come up with that one yourself?
I didn't proofread it.
Yeah. Here, maybe you read it and see if you can make sense.
Not everybody's here either, so I'm not going to answer that.
What's one thing, Dad, you've always wanted to tell your sons, but you never had a chance to say it until now on a podcast?
Oh, I can't think of any.
Yeah, Dad's pretty open.
When
I just felt that rain.
Yeah,
it's raining, folks.
But I never planned on ever being on a podcast. There's a lot of things that I don't even know what happened when I got married the second time. I wish it hadn't happened that way. You guys won't even tell me to this day a lot of things. That was more of a security thing, and it was a thing where I didn't really want to live with my parents. I loved my parents. I didn't feel comfortable living in their house when my boys. I wanted you guys all the time, but unfortunately that didn't work out either. But
right.
For that period of time, that was the best thing in my mind, to where I could have that as my family thing, not just with my mom and dad, which I really do appreciate that. And I'm glad they were there for that one way or another. But if I could redo something, I would definitely redo that period of time. But there are still memories there that aren't all bad.
No.
So I let's all agree. This house is kind of cool. I get a nice piece of property, right?
Yeah.
But the house out on North Ottawa, my wife loved that place. It was awesome. I mean, I wish we lived there now. I honestly do. But once again, we found the best alternative above and beyond that.
Right.
That period of time, I definitely would have changed one way or another if I'd have known how things were going to turn out. I would have never done that. but you can't, you know, if
Maybe we wouldn't
Can't
be
see
here.
the future. Can't change the
right,
past.
exactly.
It all
Yeah.
happens for
So-
a reason.
Well, yeah. So I did meet Kat, and still she started talking about never selling my car. I never had wondered about her, but yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Mhm.
I am happy that my boys are still around, but when it comes down to it, it's not the same relationship. It is. I see you guys a lot more than I see Danny and Sammy. I mean, it's about that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that comes around every day, though.
Yeah, it's because Gabriel lives here. He lives here.
And you know what?
let the cat out of the bag.
I
Wow.
I tried not to say it the first time it was brought up.
I do prefer it that way. I'll be honest with you. He can
Dad
be
got
kinda-
lonely when I moved out for a
he
little
can be
while.
kind
Dad
of a
was
slob.
lonely.
He can be kind of a slob, but I mean,
No, no.
once again, I get to see Roman every Thursday through and weekends or whatever, and I wish it could have been the same way with Junie and Deacon.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet them until they were older. But you
Yeah.
all know, and we all know what that reason is, right? So
Right.
not that it's one, but I understand at the same time. I wouldn't love them any more or any less.
Yeah.
Well, that was
It's starting to rain.
That was a good one, Dad. I'm happy that happened.
that's the Entrepreneur Experience
Episode number
Father's
4.
Day edition.
Father's Day special.
There we go.
Special edition. Volume 1, number 1. Check back next year for number 2. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks, guys.
Love ya.
Love you
Yeah,
guys.
love you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
That was good.
I feel like that